Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome back, and welcome to this pick a pile reading. So we are doing general predictions for the next fortnight. Anytime in autumn, whenever you're finding the reading, want to give it a listen. It's also reusable. You can come back, choose a different pile at a later time, but the next 2 weeks or so out, anytime in autumn of any year. And you will find your timestamps as always down below in the description, so use those when you're ready to skip ahead to your reading. I'm going to have you pick a pile of leaves or stone. We've got different stones on top of each pile. Option 1, you are over here. This is your stone in your leaf pile. Option 2, the center here, and option 3 at the end. So pause the video now if you need some more time selecting. Move these aside and jump into option 1 with everyone picking option 1. Okay, here we go. Two and 3 over here. Very good. There we are. Option 1. Let's see what we've got. The cards and the leaves for you. Some of you may have some sort of choice or decision to make right in the beginning, like now or here in the very near future, at the beginning of this fortnight, or it's like you're becoming aware of your choices. And some of you, it's like you're testing the waters with certain things so that you can really make the best choice and decision, the most high vibrational, educated choice and decision. Some of you, love is featured, okay? Could be a new relationship, or it's like we're, again, testing the waters with something. Some of you, there's a crush, it's a new relationship, or potential for a new relationship here. New admirer, something new you're interested in, or we're just having like new feelings. It could be towards a past person. We're giving them, testing the waters, seeing if they've changed, seeing if we've changed, if it will work this time around or not. Okay. Others, this could be a situation with a Gemini person, or if you have a biological twin, could be with your twin. I'll put some stones down because we've got some wind. I want to make sure these cards stay on the table. As far as zodiac signs go, you have all of the water signs. You have Sagittarius, and you have Gemini showing up, making an appearance. So these could represent people in your story, characters in your life. Could also be that the sun or various planets are in the sign of Scorpio right now. You also have Cancer, Sagittarius, Gemini as possibilities. Okay. I think y'all are working on something. There's some sort of project here, and it's a process. It's going to take time. There's different ingredients to it, but it's showing you making progress this week. You're putting some energy and time into this, whatever it is. Some of you are actually doing some cooking or working with a cauldron. Maybe you're making candles, for example, or soap. Doesn't have to be food, but I see that, working with some sort of cauldron coming through for some of you, or a big pot. Something's cooking, something's brewing for sure. There are definitely some unknown factors here with the Moon card. And the Eight of Pentacles or Presence reversed to me is saying maybe like if I don't have the information, might be an ingredient. It's like if I don't have this information, if I'm in the dark about this, I'm not going to commit myself fully just yet. Travel is predicted for a lot of you. Travel's in the cards, but it's like once you get in alignment, then you have the opportunity to travel, or that's when you're going to go on this trip and do the traveling. First you have to have the balance, it's saying, with the Temperance card, and be in alignment. And it's saying take your time too when you're driving, when you're traveling. Take your time. Be mindful. The Seven of Needles, the Queen of Cups. Okay, some of you reconnecting with your mom in some way, shape, or form. Either like you're really communicating with her in real time or over the phone or something like that, or you're having a dream with your mom in it, or you're having memories come up. It could also be a sister, a female friend, lover, but it came through most strongly as a mom. Okay. I feel like in this next period you're getting like, you're testing the waters with something. You may be feeling some sort of crush, or somebody's crushing on you. There's some new love that's starting to bud and develop into something more. Whether it's a love for something like a place or a hobby, or it's a person, or it's just yourself in life. I feel like you're getting greater emotional like mastery of yourself, and becoming more aware of your feelings and more comfortable with your feelings. And there's a clever energy here too. It may be connected to art or relationships in some way. Maybe you are doing something behind the scenes to surprise somebody with something. Or again, it's like somebody's doing something and there could be a little bit of worry or concern, because it's like you have this intuitive, I don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes here. Somebody's doing something maybe behind my back or whatever, and I'm not sure what's going on here. But keep your balance. Keep your balance. Something is going to pick up the pace. It's like there's a snowball effect, and there's an acceleration going on here. Candles. Be careful not to get burnt out, but it feels like you're going to be on the roll with something, or something is really flowing. You're in the flow, especially towards the end of the fortnight. Some of you are working with candles or lighting, stringing lights, candles. There's a shift with the lighting. There's more illumination. Some of you, there's a full moon. It's talking about tapping into that energy, and that there's going to be an illumination. And it's like ingredients that you need are coming together. Okay, let me go ahead and get the other cards on the table for you. You have water, cleansing. Yeah, the element water is super highlighted at this time for whatever reason. Fire's here too, but water is here for sure, and that's good, because we don't want the fire to get out of control, right? The water keeps the fire in check. It's a protective measure in case we need to put the fire out, or when we need to put the fire out. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. Yeah. So with cleansing too, there's this releasing of the old here. And entering with the Lover's card, this came up in an interesting way for me the other day. I wasn't reading. I was laying in bed and I was reflecting on a reading, thinking back over a reading, and the guides brought to my attention this energy of Gemini and the Lover's card, and how sometimes there's like a foot in the past with it. Okay, it's like we're at a doorway and we have one foot on the other side of the door and one foot in the past, and so there's sort of a lack of closure sometimes, or there's this being in the in-between energy. And so I feel like it's talking about you recognizing where you may need to move your foot and fully step into something, step into the new, or where you might need to cut ties with the past or release something from the past in order to fully move into the present with a clean energy or clean slate, giving it a fair chance. And this may have to do with new love, new romance, or something new that you're attracted to, or testing the waters with. Okay, and we'll get you some card toss style as well. What do we have? But yeah, cleansing could also be cleaning your home. It's maybe advising and talking about, take good care of your body, make sure you're cleansing yourself. Maybe you need to get your car washed this time. Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Yeah, Kali is with you. This is a theme during this fortnight. And you also have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Some of you could have some sort of challenge, blockage, delay, possibly connected to an earth sign person. But for others, this is like feeling kind of stuck in the mud, or something maybe dragging you back into the past. You might have to like do some reevaluating or looking over the past and sorting in order to figure out what you need to release and what you're going to preserve and care for and put in your backpack and carry into the future with you. So that message is highlighted here as well. But you're not meant to remain stuck or feel like you're slipping backwards. You are meant to align with this flow and get in this flow energy and have an acceleration by the end of this time period, with the 8 of Candles showing up and the Temperance showing up. For some of you, you will be doing some traveling with somebody with personal placements in either Cancer and or Sagittarius. Some of you, the sun may be in Sagittarius, and there's some things related to that going on. It's Thanksgiving season. And there could be some travel connected to that. There could be some illumination. There could be some new sparks, some new inspiration, some new heat connected to the holiday or connected to this season or approaching this season that you are now preparing for, if it's not here and upon you yet in the next fortnight. So that is what I'm seeing here. There's something with the Gemini energy and the full moon too, like twin energy. So if you have a biological twin or twin flame, and there's a full moon during this time, there's definitely some activation, some opportunities related to this. And it's not about making or forcing something to happen. Again, it's getting in alignment and being in the flow and allowing yourself to be guided and sort of float along with this, embracing the situation, embracing the flow of life, embracing the energies at hand and harmonizing with them. It could grant you opportunities for like telepathic communication with the twin, or greater awareness or understanding about the bond, how you're growing together as well as individually, opportunities on the horizon, what has been completed. Okay. Anything else? I feel like some of you are, you're giving a choice. You're given a choice here where you could work really hard for something, but you're saying no, I'm going to work smart instead of hard, or I'm not going to fall for that trick, because I see it as a trick. There's a trick here. Somebody's trying to manipulate me, use my time, use my energy, and I won't be fairly compensated, or it's not worth it. It's not the best path. It's going against the flow, and I'm going to go with the flow. Nighttime is also highlighted, so you could have some really interesting dreams or cool things happening at night. You might become aware of your feelings or other people's feelings by the moonlight. It's like nighttime energy is revealing that. It's emerging at night. That's what I see for you. I'm going to go ahead and leave your... No, I'm not. I've got your leaves too. I keep trying to leave prematurely. It's like, maybe that's what's going on too with the Gemini energy starting, is like, is it time? Have I got everything? I don't want to leave and then realize I've forgotten something, or I should have said this, or I should have done that. It's like really tying up loose ends before, and having the closure, the finalization before you move into the new energies. or away from something. Yeah, there's a lot of bright energy here, bright new beginnings, bright new possibilities, a lot of joy, creativity, blood flowing, enthusiasm, bubbling up, bubbling to the surface. The bubbles here. Some of you literally are working with bubbles. There's going to be some bubbling stuff going on. Red and green. Yep. So a lot about love and like grounding the energy, balancing the energy, listening to what you feel and know, like deep within. There's an illumination. Like you're going to feel things in your bones. Some of you, you're going to have this inner light guiding you, illuminating your choices, your options, directions you could go down. I feel like you're able to like intuitively be a little more psychic at this time, a lot of you. I'm seeing a big red tree as well. It could be yellows or oranges. So some of you like enjoying foliage, or there's a particular tree that you're connecting with during this time period. Some of you, there are things connected to Yuletide season or Christmas that you're seeing or thinking about, working towards, preparing for. There's this energy of something maybe flying away or like moving very quickly. Also, you're going to have to be on the ball, be balanced in order to catch it. It's like maybe you want to take a picture of something, maybe it's a butterfly or something moving very quickly. What else? There's something connected to your blood. So this could be family related, definitely connected to family, lineage, ancestry. And it's not just like one thing, there's two things or two people with this. And they're showing me a mushroom, so this could have to do with transformation, transmutation, turning something into fuel, utilizing it, like transformation. There's a certain alchemy involved here, a recycling of sorts. So like everything is energy, and so if we have energy that is toxic or not serving us, we have like resentments maybe, or hurt feelings, this can be transformed. We can see it as energy and use it as a tool and change it into something else, and sort of feed what we want it to feed and fuel what we want it to fuel. Let it become something new, and do your part in creating that. You don't have all of the information, and I think that's okay at this time. Something is veiled or shadowed from you. You're not ready to see it yet. There's a lot you are looking at and are aware of, and you can trust and rely on. This is just like some little thing that you're in the dark about, that you don't have all the information about. Okay, seeing some sort of bird or wave that may be relevant for some of you too. Like an opening, maybe connected to a path. I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody is getting like, somebody's on a heart monitor, checking on their heartbeat, or this is about like riding the wave. Maybe even making some sort of wave. I see a vessel, some sort of cup or cornucopia that's being filled. Things are being put into this. I also see you catching something. Again, it's connected to the temperance energy. So we have patience, we have the process, we have the tools together, and you're aligning with something, you're catching something, or you're receiving something. You're hooking something to, it's like you've attracted something or someone. Somebody could be wearing interesting makeup or have a mask. You might see a mask or some interesting makeup during this time period, especially around the eyes and the forehead. It could be jewelry too. Okay. A lot of bright energy here related to romance, love, related to family, related to lineage, related to possibly fire sign energy for some of you as well. Okay, so now I'm going to actually leave your reading. Many blessings to you, Pile 1. Thank you for choosing and trusting me to be your tarot reader today. And thank you if you're leaving a thumbs up, tip, or comment as well for doing that. Many blessings, and bye-bye. All right, Pile 2, here we go. Welcome to your reading. I will say right off the bat with this stone that you've chosen, I do see something chocolate and or ginger, something brown and frosted for some of you that's really delicious. You're enjoying. Maybe you've made it, maybe you've purchased it, maybe a friend made it, I don't know, but it's showing up there. You have full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Wand, intention. So there's this, maybe a new moon for some of you. There's a new moon. But regardless, there's this energy of like calming down, cooling your emotion, getting clarity about your intentions, and sending your intentions or your prayers out into the universe, making those wishes upon a star. Writing down your intentions. You know, it's like the first steps here. The Hermit reverse. Do not stick together. Come on, come out. You have the Three of Presents, Queen of Presents. Okay, especially around money, finances, material things, your health, with the intention setting, but just in general, your intentions. Get clarity about them. Not from a place of coming from like survival or reaction, but really like responding, really balanced, really grounded awareness. Comes through as advice for you. Bats are showing up all over the place. There's a lot of like bat energy, so I feel like bat is a spirit guide for you at this time. Look deeper into bat as a spirit guide to expand your messages. It's also maybe leaning towards astral travel or dreams or movement at night. You could be going places at night, thoughts coming up at night. The Emperor at the end. Okay. Some of you will be speaking to your boss, or you will be leveling up more into your boss archetypal energy by the end of the fortnight. So that's an exciting message for a number of you. Let's see. There's some sort of authoritative figure. You might be connecting with an authoritative figure here. Okay, so we have possibly some retrograding Virgo energy influencing things. Some of you, the Hermit reverse. As far as zodiac signs go on the table, you have Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo making an appearance. So these could represent characters in your story, people you're interacting with this time. I'm seeing you guys working together with others, maybe those younger than you or somebody who's new to something. You could be training somebody, or vice versa, they're training you. But I see you guys working together to, it's either related to money, or it has to do with gifts, it has to do with something material, maybe gathering things up, okay? Some sort of work that needs to be done. I feel like you're doing it as a team. That's a practical move. Page of Candles is reversed. The Ace of Potions is reversed. There's some sort of new beginning waiting for you. Could be a new person. Could be a new pet, could be a new child, could be a new lover, could be something that you will be passionate about. You'll be putting some energy into, but you're not quite there yet. There's some work, some preparation that needs to occur. Some of you need to wrap your head around something or realize that you have more choices or options than you thought, or you need to select. It's like you need to go this way or that way, and these other things are on hold until you make that choice and go in one direction. Six of Potions can represent the past people, past energy. Could be, again, some retrograding energy influencing things. Six of Cups can represent a bit of nostalgia. The Magician, the Emperor. Let me also get you some card toss style cards. Let's see what wants to come through. Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Yeah, that's really highlighted because like the new is sitting there waiting for you. Okay, the Moon card, but you might be a little bit afraid of it because you don't know what it is. The Moon is like reverse, could indicate some sort of fear, some sort of unknown energy. And it's like some of you might choose the past, or you might be clinging to the past or wanting to go into what's familiar instead. And maybe that is an option for you. Maybe you can do that, but I do see some new beginnings and some endings, some releasing that's just meant to be. Somebody's coming out of hermit mode, so they've been spending some time on their own or doing something independently, maybe on some sort of sabbatical, personal time off, and they're coming out of that. We're re-emerging. The Three of Pentacles, we're starting to collaborate and work together with others again. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, this is about like, it is an energy of nurturance and providing, but it's providing for the self first, and then like providing for others too in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there's a magnetic energy that you can tap into. It's really good for finances, material success. At this time with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you taking some time, you're learning something about history, you're watching something that, you know, was created in the past, or reading a book from long ago, or it's like ancient cultures. There's some sort of theme with that, or it's your own history. Maybe you're reading over your old journals, possibly reminiscing, looking through photos, something like this. It's an ingredient. It's a part of your story, and it's part of your process, I think. For some of you, it's a part of integrating your feelings, your emotions, and getting up the courage to face the unknown or face some sort of fear. It's a part of the alchemy with the Magician here, what you're becoming, what you're manifesting, what you're creating, the transformation, and this boss energy of the Emperor. Okay, let's look at your leaves too. Some of them may have flown away. What do we have for leaves for this pile? That was pile 1s. Okay. Yes, some of you, there is actually a prediction of snow or frost or fog here, something like this. Something's maybe dusty. We need to, like, if we want it, it's from the past, we need to take care of it. We need to dust it off, clean it, you know. Give it some attention. Maybe it's a person you haven't talked to in a long time. Talking to them. There's an inner fire here. The element earth and the element fire are working together. So it's like feeding the fire, feeding the passion, fueling oneself to provide oneself with the energy that's needed to move forward, to progress. I'm seeing stars. A lot of you, like something with stars, connecting with stars, starlight, star bathing, a movie, a book, a painting, whatever it is. There's a lot of star energy here. Could be a spiritual time for a lot of you. There's definitely some stuff with the crown chakra here and the heart chakra, the upper crown chakra, messages from deities, gods, goddesses, the divine coming through to you. Take note of them, you know, act upon them as you're guided. It's a magical time, the magician here. You're definitely making magic. It's from your heart and from the higher self. You're creating some magic in the world. It's like your light is being seen. You're spreading seeds of awareness or seeds of love. I'm getting something curling over or folding over. So, I don't know. This could be something like you're folding napkins or in a fancy way, or something is curling. Your hair might be, you might be curling your hair. Your hair is naturally like curling more during this time for whatever reason. Yeah, there's a fish here symbolizing prosperity. It's connected to the fire element. It's connected to you acting on something from the past, or somebody from the past taking some sort of action, or some sort of emotional awareness or integration connected to the past. Could be healing from the past, possibly transmuting some energy. But again, it could be a past person. It could be you're going to a past place, like a place you've been in the past. There's some prosperity connected to the actions you're taking, connection to the past, and what you're manifesting and creating for the future. Quite a bit of joy and abundance and richness, actually, as well as like fresh new beginning, fresh clean slate energy, purification connected to this leader, this boss energy, whether it's yours or somebody else's. So while you might be nervous or afraid to talk to this person or work with this person or step up in some way, it's actually saying it's going to be a very prosperous move. It's going to bring in joy, growth, illumination, nurturance. It's very, very abundant, a lot of good vibes off from this energy. Some of you could have some sort of blockage, imbalance, spat, separation, or delay connected to a person, especially if they're younger than you, with fire sign placements. Also, if this person is new in your life, maybe you got excited about it and then you realized, I'm putting the cart in front of the horse, I don't have all the information, or I have some loose ends I need to tie up first. You have some sort of choice or decision to make here. And again, I feel like you're looking, maybe you're getting a reading from your departed loved ones and ancestors, or you're looking back and saying, how would they have handled it, you know, or how would past me have dealt with something. And there's some sort of connection to the past that's helping you move forward and make some sort of choice or decision. Okay, anything else for them? Any other messages? The letter H is highlighted. I'm also seeing hi, H-I, written backwards. So there could be something with a mirror here, or some sort of mirroring energy, and it's like something is being shown to you, but it's actually backwards. So keep that in mind. And what is that? That's like fire. Fire coming off from the high. Maybe somebody smokes cigarettes, or there's a candle burning, or there's incense burning when you meet somebody, saying hi for the first time, or it could be somebody from the past you're reconnecting with. Hello, but there's smoke around you. There's a fire. It could be at a bonfire. Maybe it's just a really warm day. I'm not sure. Yeah, something is like popping as well. It's like popping. It's not flat. It's like it becomes 3D. Maybe it's on paper and then it becomes 3D, or it's really popping. And it's connected to this teamwork and collaboration. When you come out of hermit mode, or somebody's coming out of hermit mode, you're working together on something. I also feel like somebody could be wearing something that really stands out. You'll notice in the next week to 2 weeks. Okay. But there is this message too that you guys aren't going to be fully like accessing your higher self and fully moving from a place of wisdom until you do some clutter clearing or release something from the past, let go of something. There's some sort of ending or like sweeping away of clutter before you can be in that power place, before you can tap into the new or move through the unknown into the light. So I will leave your reading here and move into the next one. Many blessings to you. And if you'd like to give back to me in the channel, you got some options in the description. You could also leave a thumbs up. Let me know you enjoyed the reading. Leave a comment if you have one. I really appreciate those. So I want to take a moment to thank you for that, as well as choosing and trusting me to be your tarot reader today. Many blessings to you, Pile 2, and bye-bye. All right, Pile 3. We are now at your reading. Let's get these leaves over here. Your leaves are very flat, very flat. I feel like there could be some sort of synchronicity with that, like really pushing something down, flattening something out, maybe to make more space for things, stack things. I don't know, it's like ironing possibly. The Seven of Presents, the Page of Presents reverse. Okay. So I feel like there's a bit of inertia here. At times it might be hard to drag yourself out of bed or get somebody motivated, break the inertia. But there's also this energy where you're getting in the flow and things are happening very naturally, very smoothly. You could lose track of time. You're attracting things to you very easily because you're in the flow. Queen of Needles reverse. Justice card reverse. Putting the stones on here just to ensure that the cards will stay on the table because there's been some wind blowing today. Winds of change. A lot of reversals. There could definitely be some retrogrades going on, influencing things this time for you, for the collective. People you're interacting with. Okay, and the Fool card at the end. So there's some sort of foolish energy, potentially, maybe making a foolish mistake, a newbie mistake, or just doing something kind of reckless. Could be you, could be somebody else. Let's take a look. As far as zodiac signs go on the table, you have all of the earth signs, all of the air signs. You have Leo, and you have Aries showing up as possibilities. So these could be characters in your story, people you're interacting with or thinking about, people you will meet. Something seems out of balance. It's not right. Maybe you're being too critical of someone or of yourself, or somebody's criticizing you or saying things that aren't really true. The Queen of Needles reverse, the Justice card reverse, but the Three of Swords is here, the Three of Needles, and this is relieving some sort of pain. So I feel like if it causes you pain, you're going to move out of that, move through that, right? You're going to bring liberation to yourself, the situation. But it could affect your self-esteem, your self-confidence, or somebody else's as well. And the King of Needles is here saying, like, you know what, I'm an intelligent person, I'm smart, I need to create healthy boundaries and assert them, and I'm not okay with this. I feel like some of you, you're cutting some ties here with certain energies or people because it is toxic, it's not fair, it's not balanced, it's not working for you. Something could be weighing down on your energy, pulling you or somebody else down, where it's like, we don't really want to get out of bed in the morning. The World card is reversed, the Fool card is reversed. Yeah, it could be foolish, childish, inconsiderate behaviors for some of you. It's a great time for learning. A lot of you are like building skills, you're learning things, you're gaining a certain mastery. Maybe you're involved in school, you're taking some courses. These things are really highlighted. It's a great time for writing as well. Let's see what else you have. You have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. You guys really want me to highlight that word inspired as well. So take inspired action. And then you also have spirit, initiation. So you or somebody else may be getting initiated into something. You're learning the ropes. Okay, you're in the beginning stages of something, familiarizing yourself. There could be an initiation process here. And you're going through that. Some of you, maybe there's a lot of paperwork involved with the King of Swords, or there's things to think about. This is a planning stage for you. This is the Seven of Presents. Okay, to the Page of Presents reversed. There is a possibility with a variety of the signs, Aries, Leo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. There could be some spats, some conflict, some blockages, some imbalances, some delays, or some separations from these people. I also see the possibility of you working really well with air signs, with teachers, your books, the internet, wherever you're learning from, working with this element of air. Let's take a look at these leaves as well. Yeah, I feel like some of you, there's a situation where like something is out of balance or unfair or unjust, and we're fixing it here with this. We're creating a new plan, the King of Needles. We're having the conversations that are needed, gathering up the information, really doing right by this energy, the process here. To bring in the cure, the remedy. World card reverse. There's this energy of making the most of what you have too, and appreciating what you have, and that making you more magnetic to more, especially with the material resources in the material world, but just in general, more of those things that you really genuinely can appreciate and feel grateful for. Okay, yeah, books are really highlighted, magazines. I'm just seeing like pages and like opening things, looking within. Just some beautiful surprises on the horizon for you as well. I feel like you're not overwhelmed with choices, decisions. Sometimes that sucks. You know, it's like, oh, I can choose from, you know, these 10 wonderful options, and I'd love to have all of them, but I can only pick one or two. You're not overwhelmed in that way at this time. I feel like there's joy in relation to family, land, home, your roots, history. There's some joy here. There's some illumination for some of you. This, like, information maybe connected to your family tree. Somebody may be flying the nest or going off on their own in some way, doing something that we think may be foolish. In the family, the Fool card. I feel like there's also like you're seeing, to an extent, you're seeing both sides of something, or you're getting like some information. Somebody is telling you maybe a little more of their side of the story or their feelings about something at this time, and you don't have the full picture still, but you have more information to go on right now. You've been educated in some way by the end of this period about the other side of a situation, another perspective. I'm seeing a canvas or a board here, some sort of flat surface. Whatever it is, it's a flat surface, and there's a lot of color being put on it. There's expression here, color. Something is being created on a flat surface. It's a thing of beauty, that's for sure. So maybe there's this energy of digging something up, or digging to plant some sort of seeds. It may have to do with somebody who's very young, or who's making some sort of mistakes, or maybe doing something foolish, or it has to do with things that you've done in the past that you now feel are foolish. Planting some new seeds, or like digging things up and maybe balancing some karma, or making amends, or fixing something now that you know better, or now that you have the means to do that. Be careful. I feel like something could start molding. There could be some sort of moldy energy around. Be careful of that. Take proper precautions, proper steps if you're dealing with mold. Yeah, it feels like for someone, the inner child has been beat up a bit. It's been like suppressed, repressed, told that it was naughty, it was bad, it was wrong, it needed to go away. We needed to be logical, we needed to be practical, this linear thinking. And it's maybe kept some people back from exploring the world, or their options or opportunities here, creating closure, finalization of things, and moving into the new. And that might be reworked or dealt with or brought back to the table at this time, to be evaluated. They're showing the color brown and talking about healing. So I feel like brown is a really powerful color for y'all to work with at this time, to bring in healing and to ground your energies and bring in the balance, because the inner child does need to be expressed and validated and cared for and loved. It's important to one's self-esteem and one's self-confidence. It's important for many reasons. And some of this foolish or reckless behavior is a result of the inner child being suppressed or repressed or hurt. And I feel like now you have the opportunity to be like radically positive or radically kind here. The Queen of Needles showing up reverse, and then the King of Needles showing up right side up. It's like being strong-minded, okay, holding strong beliefs that are your own, not other people's that were pushed on you, or not that you thought you had to adapt to survive anymore. Now as an adult, it's like you got your thinking cap on, you're being wiser, you're setting and enforcing healthier boundaries, you're not putting up with the same trash or garbage that you once did. You may need to, be very firm at times with people. But there are definitely gifts. There are definitely gifts for you, and there are gifts that you're meant to give to others as well. Right before you go to bed is showing up as an important time. It's highlighted right now. How you're using that time is important. Some of you, there's an opportunity to really program your mind for success, work with positive affirmations, plans. Again, right before you fall asleep too, important time. Keep your thoughts positive, nurture the inner child, put it to bed happily, work with your creative visualizations, whatever you're guided to do. Bring yourself this justice and this balance, because you deserve it, and it's going to alleviate some pain, especially mental pain and frustration, but just overall pain. And I'm also getting, for some of you, it's not your time right now to be in the limelight or on stage or shining. It's your time to be more behind the scenes, or supporting somebody else, or watching somebody else and letting them have their moment in the sun. but you can definitely enjoy that, you know, and there's a give and take and a balance. So it's like, don't try to rob somebody else of their time, because that's going to come back to you. That's part of the reason why not to do that, is it'll come back to you, and you are meant to have your time, and you are meant to be supported and, you know, heard as well. And so if you're providing that for others, that's going to come back to you, is what I'm getting as a message. Okay, I also feel like nature will show you things if you pay attention, especially the tree spirits at this time. A lot of you will see something on a tree, an image, a face, a sign, a symbol, something carved in a tree. There's some sort of messages from the tree spirits for you to find. That's what I have for you for messages. I'm going to leave your reading here. Many blessings to you. And if you'd like to give back to me in the channel, I want to take a moment to thank you for that, as well as trusting and choosing me to be your tarot reader today. Thank you if you're leaving a thumbs up, a comment if you have one, or contributing financially to the channel. There are some options in the description for doing that. Many blessings, pile 3, and bye-bye.